Alright, what is up everyone? And welcome to a retro replay that I've been waiting to do for quite some time. This is a game that when I played it back in 2008, it really was, I feel, like my first full-length playthrough where I actually played a game from start to finish. Even though back then I did skip a lot of the side content because I wasn't even aware that a lot of it existed at the time. However, I'll be honest with everyone, when I did this playthrough back in 2008, this was before I was consistently even doing playthroughs. This was before I even got a widescreen camera where I could film my whole TV screen. And so the whole playthrough was kind of done from the side of the screen. It looked sloppy. The colors were all off. A lot of the times when I was in like the sewers, you could barely even see what was going on because of this. And then I'll be honest, there were also times when I really was like, this is me messing around, so I'm just going to get drunk and play this game. And I would drink at night and play the game and get lost for hours on end, go in circles, go to a town full of NPCs, get into an argument with one of them and murder the whole town. And then the next day I'd come back when I was like sober to play the game. I'd be like, what the hell happened last night? So it was funny and it was original, but it wasn't like, it wasn't me doing a serious playthrough either. And I think that I always had this urge to want to come back to Fallout 3 and give it like a fair shake at a full playthrough where I'm trying to do all the content. I'm doing different choices than I did the first time around. In particular, there are a couple missions that I really wish I had handled differently, but I was more kind of like maybe rushing through the game more than anything else that first playthrough. And there's also potential for me to do not only side content that I didn't do in my original playthrough, but also DLC content. Now, over the course of the time that Fallout 3 was out, there were, I believe, 4 or 5 major DLCs released. Now, I'd beaten the game before they were ever released, and so later on, I actually went back and bought those DLCs and played them later on at a later date. But this is cool because this is an opportunity for me to replay the game and actually play it with those DLCs incorporated into it. Now, just to warn everyone, for today's initial gameplay, since this is the beginning of the playthrough, I have not downloaded any of the DLCs yet. They're all very large. Like, I think the smallest one is like 400 megabytes. So I've got some downloading to do. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But as for right now, I've not downloaded them. And I will be doing that at a later date to incorporate them in there. So, alright, so we're going to get started with Fallout 3, my second run at it. I think it's going to be pretty neat having the direct capture and all that, because it's going to look a lot better. Like, my first playthrough looked like crap, but I don't think that was really the appeal of the playthrough. The appeal of the playthrough was me and my personality, my jokes, and the way I was handling it. And this is going to be cool to be able to re-experience it again. Jeez, 5 years later? Holy crap, man. Alright, so without further ado, let us rejoin the people of the wasteland and jump into Fallout 3. Very good. I'm excited. Oh shit. Boy, do I remember this title screen. The slowest loading title screen ever. Oh yeah. Fallout 3, baby. Alright. Let's continue now. We're gonna make a new game. If you can believe it, start a new game. Dun 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 dun. Wow, I can tell you guys right now, just listening to the audio of Fallout 3 through these headphones, already I'm hearing like things I never heard. The music sounds amazing. You know, back then I was playing on a crappy little flat screen TV. I don't even think it was like a 32-incher. Ah, yes. On fire. Ah, yes, the hula girl. Whoa, 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 whoa. So suck on this nuclear missile. Ah, yes, paradise. Oops. Somebody fucked up. Oh shit. The Enclave. That is such an epic beginning, man. Fallout 3.
War. War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything from God to justice to simple psychotic rage.
They've been fucking each other for centuries.
In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict,
Boom!
the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world. But war never changes.
That's right. It never ends.
In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as vaults. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except those in Vault 101. For on that fateful day, when fire rained from the sky, the giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened.
Huh. Such a cool
It
premise.
is here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters, and no one ever leaves.
And if that were the actual case, the game would have been very short and very boring. Imagine if the game was just you living in the vault forever. Man, that would have been boring. Ah! Someone get a squeegee for the camera. It's disgusting. Get this afterbirth off my face.
Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl?
Well, I kind of still want to be a boy. I know a lot of people have been saying, do a girl, do a girl. I still do kind of want to be a boy. So I think I'm still going to be a dude. I think I like that.